So when we look at side effects of conditions or vaccines, we don't just look at mortality, we look at morbidity. So for example, with measles, the mortality might not have been in the hundreds of thousands, but the amount of children hospitalized, the amount of children that got immensely sick leading to losing their hearing with certain conditions, that was higher. So it's not just about mortality, it's also about morbidity.
So, but if you look at the numbers, the totality of, you look at your N+1 patient, which is the one where you give vaccines, that's where that one patient gains benefit over detriment. That didn't exist in children with no other comorbidities. My example to you is a perfectly healthy child, no comorbidities, no diabetes, no obesity, no kidney, a perfectly healthy child, and then giving them a vaccine that has risk over and above benefit. I'll let you know, when I was a younger man, I was a smoker. Smokers are more prone to get lung cancer. You certainly wouldn't administer, as a responsible physician, you wouldn't administer me chemotherapy just because I smoked.
Correct. But I would encourage you to stop smoking as a means of prevention.
I did, but I certainly wouldn't take chemo if I smoked.
Yeah, for sure.
There's an exposure. Children were
recovering.
Well,
the risk of chemo is much higher if you don't need it than is vaccine, which is why I said earlier in this conversation that vaccines carry a much higher bar than a pharmaceutical, because vaccines are given to healthy people. In your specific example, because this is hyper-specific, and I don't like necessarily using a hyper-specific example to create a rule or to make that the norm, because there are so many other childhood vaccinations that are at threat with the current potential of RFK Jr. coming in. So that's the concern for me.